Hey folks, and welcome to another Dev Hangout. This one today is the 20th of May. In today's show, we are going to be looking very much at a dev build. We have Ser Gregory, or the start of Ser Gregory, coming together, which we'll take a look at that. We'll look at special abilities. We've got things like stun. A lot of combat related stuff that we've been working on. We will also be playtesting a level for a number of reasons. First of all, we want to test the auto planting of seeds, which is now in, which should be fairly interesting. And I also want to check when the goblins invade in the swamp map. You may remember that they had a tendency to, well, not just the goblins, but they would run between buildings, unable to sort of decide on a target. That is now apparently fixed now and needs a test. Now, we've all been rather busy this week, so this is actually the first real test using the internal dev build. So chances are we'll hit some bugs and some things won't work. So just be aware this is an internal dev build. It is not reflective of the live version that is on Steam. Okay, and we'll maybe look at some of the portraits that Jen has been working on, as well as maybe preview some of Ser Gregory's lines and a little bit of news as well to share. But for now, let's go ahead and take a look at Ser Gregory. As ever, I will be looking in chat, so if you guys have got a question for me, start your question with @GamesFoundry, and then it'll highlight and I'll be able to see it and then hopefully answer it. So, Ser Gregory, at the moment he's got a glade folk tower shield and his sword. We actually did the voiceover session with a chap called Stanton Nichols, who is providing the voice for Ser Gregory. We recorded that yesterday. And it's all been edited and cut up and got into game. At least the sort of normal voice effects that you would hear. So selection, command, victory.
Nothing to see here.
Death.
Ready to serve. What would you have me do?
Okay.
Yep.
So.
Standing ready.
And then.
By your leave.
It's commands.
Mine is to obey. As you command. Orders
now you'll
received.
notice it's not going thump anymore.
Double time.
Actually, I should have
Quick
turned that
march.
up. Turned up the volume.
It
is doing it. It's just very quiet. So I've reduced the volume of that because it was starting to get irritating. Also, in terms of the voices,
as you wish.
We'll be putting a 20-second delay in. So at the moment, each time you move, he'll say something.
Onward. At once. With honor. Tally ho!
And that's going to tire quite quickly.
By your leave.
So we're going to put a delay in between both.
Ready for battle!
Well, maybe not selection, but certainly command.
Standing firm.
Well, if you're new to the stream, then thanks for joining us. So feel free to ask questions. We've also got Harfoxel, who is the lead programmer on the project. He is in chat and will be able to answer your technical questions. But any questions in terms of game design or future direction, they are best directed towards me. Okay, so we have 4 of the 5 abilities. There's no reason the 5th one is missing. I think possibly the visual effect wasn't ready in time. But the other ones that we have Iron Skin, which is like a defensive buff. We have Power Slam, Shield Bash, and Taunt. So we'll come to him soon. For now,
a building has been constructed.
We actually need to get on with building our village.
We don't have enough planks to do that.
Oh. All right, my love. All right, dear.
Oh no, Ser Gregory.
I stand ready.
Yeah, you stand ready, Ser Gregory, and guard our settlement. In fact,
ready for duty.
If I'm going to send you over here, and you can scout out some of these wolves.
Orders received. Double time. quick march.
I'll take credit for getting the sound in that quickly.
As you wish. Onward.
Okay, so the wolves aren't spawned. So we'll leave him there for now and we'll come back to him. So we'll just leave him getting some XP. Alright, so we have 30 planks. So we can now go ahead and build a woodcutter's hut. So let's put that... Where should we put that?
Our village is under attack.
At your command.
Okay. Let's go and fire off one of his abilities. So iron skin.
Iron skin.
Now the
At once.
as I said, this is an internal dev build, so there's a couple of things that we need to do. So, for example, make the shield that appears face the camera as you rotate, and there are no sound effects at the moment. So there's no sort of magic power-up sound effects, but there are his voice effects.
Iron skin.
And you'll notice things like
Construction completed.
power isn't going down, and there's no cooldown timer as well. So it's very much a work in progress. Okay, well, we'll leave him there anyway. So it's going to complain about our village being under attack a lot. Right.
Yes, my dear?
Let's have 3. And then let's build...
Not enough planks.
not enough
What
planks.
now?
Right, okay.
My pleasure.
We've also reduced the scale of the berry bushes, something to be aware of. Because they were rather disproportionate. And we've also changed the texture a little bit on them. There's still some more work that we want to do on that. Alright, how are we doing? We've got enough now, so let's go ahead and build our first cottage. And I think we'll have a little path down here. Right. I have to excuse the phone going.
At the ready.
I was going to do something. That's thrown me that now. Right. Get back on track. Building our village. Alright, so you are hammering away. Wood we should be getting plenty of. Now, seeds. The Great Seed Challenge. What we've done in the meantime, in the absence of the marketplace, is we've made each tree drop a seed when it's felled, and then it should automatically get planted. So as soon as we hear the first tree felled, then right, okay, so our seed count is going up, and then
All right, my love.
Yep.
we're all chopping wood, so nobody's planting yet. I wonder what under what circumstances. Maybe Half Voxel can answer that. Under what circumstances they're getting replanted. Question from New Part: is there always just a single most optimal order of building your town? No, I don't think so, and I don't think there will be, because there'll be different challenges. Oh look, Ser Gregory's come back, he's hungry. Probably shouldn't do that. He should act as a military unit.
Building completed.
Okay. And I want another cottage. Can we squeeze it in there? this? I think we can. Nothing's going to fall over. Good. I've not seen any saplings yet. So we have an answer. They will only plant seeds if you either have a lot of them or if there are fewer than 5 trees around the woodcutter's hut. Oh, that seems very sensible.
Awaiting your command.
I can see a red dot here, so let's go and take care of this. Maybe look at some more of Ser Gregory's skills.
By your leave. Mine is to obey. As you command.
Right. I feel I'm pretty comfortable we can take these on.
Double time.
Right, let's get down here.
For honor.
So let's have this, and then we'll do a shield bash. So stun is now in. Let me get the screen thing.
Power slam. Quick march.
Don't tell me he's died. He's died. Ah, I'm gonna have to start again. That was silly of me. I'm gonna have to restart to show you, but that's all right. Let's chat a more catching up. That was silly of me. That basically is a level 1 hero, so that was a bit silly. I should at least give him some armor, shouldn't I? Really? Yeah. I will very quickly.
A building has been constructed.
All right, my love. All right, dear.
You called.
So what, let's go and take care of these spiders straight away.
Mine is to obey. As you command. Orders received. Double time.
Right.
Power slam. Shield bash. Say hello to my little sword. Power slam.
Right. So you get the idea. He's very much a melee character.
For honor.
I wonder if I can actually do it against this. I can. Yes. I wonder if we can...
bash.
That's funny. We can stun the nest.
Quick march.
So as I say, it's an internal dev build. These are the sorts of little conditions that we come across when we're testing. And this is a test session, so an informal test session anyway. Right, let's get on with building our first
your orders.
Hut.
Yep. My pleasure.
Right away.
Nothing to see here.
Alright, so apparently prior to this morning, being stunned would also... I know, being poisoned would also stun you. God, that would be horrendously difficult against the spiders.
Construction completed.
Yes, my dear?
Okay.
Ready to serve.
Let's go back. Have a little
Onward.
bit more. Try and farm these
At once.
these spiders.
With honor.
I haven't added in the silk yet, but we're in the process of adding silk as loot.
Tally ho. By your leave.
Did he pick up any XP? He did.
Mine is to obey. As you command. Orders received.
Was that the only spider's nest?
Double time.
I mean, I know there's others elsewhere,
Quick
but...
march.
Ooh. Yeah, spoiler alert, by the way. Oh, 25 Cs, thanks very much.
Honor. As you wish.
Alright, so let me quickly catch up to where we were before...
We don't have enough planks to do that.
Messed up. Countess, hey, how's it going? And everybody else that's in, so Warwood and Stonewood and Rogue Roxy and everybody else that's a regular.
What would you have me do? Onward!
I
At
will have you go and
once.
fight wolves, Ser Gregory.
With honor.
Because nobody's going to come and attack us at the very start. So this is the modified swamp map as well, so it's a little bit easier. If you remember, it was incredibly difficult in... I can't remember what it was. Did I update it last patch? I can't remember.
Standing ready.
Let's get
Iron skin.
Let's get an iron skin in there.
To victory. Shield bash.
Bash
Power
and
slam.
Now, at the moment, it's obviously totally OP because there's no cooldown time, there's no power consumption, so yeah, he's pretty tough.
Tally ho.
In fact, I'm just going to leave him there. All right, how are we doing? Build another cottage.
Building completed.
I should probably go and actually assign him to
Ready for battle.
Control Group 1, shouldn't I?
Standing firm.
And then I can select him quickly. And if I do
What
you
now?
to Group 2,
Your wish. I stand ready.
and then I can quickly jump back and forth. Oh! Trending gotta go. Heading off to work. Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah, you got a new job. Congratulations on that, by the way. I just need to update the website. Okay. So let's get cracking. We need some food, so let's get... I think probably I sort of always build in the same way because I'm just used to testing it like that.
A building has been constructed.
Yeah, so the portraits, if you remember the conversation dialogue that pops up and it's got the portrait of currently the advisor, there are more portraits that are done. They're just ready to be, ready to be added into the game ahead of the addition of the Withering Dead and the Gladefolk factions. Right. So they were building Fisherman's Hut, weren't they? Let's demote some of these guys.
New settlers have arrived.
Oh, there we go. All right, we've got some extra settlers. Oops, that bug's back. It's a good old Unity bug. Okay, I think we'll have 2 fishers.
Construction completed.
There you go. Go fish.
New villagers have arrived.
Good. All right. So we've got protein. Let's think. All right. So that is iron. So let's get our blacksmith up and running.
Yep.
A couple of guys running over there. Good. Right, let me have a look at my list. So, we've got Ser Gregory's voiceover. So while we're sort of while you guys are watching the game, I will go ahead and find
Building completed.
some of his dialogue. Alright, so I'm just going to play. It might be a bit loud, apologies. In fact, I better turn that down because it probably is loud.
To victory! To victory! Come to daddy! Forward! We shall engage! Inconceivable. So many damsels still to bed. By your leave, quick march, as you command. As you command. My strength grows. I've risen in rank. My blade cuts deeper. Your orders. Move along. Decisive victory. Iron skin. Power slam. Power slam. Come get some. My wife's more scary than you. Don't make a mess on my blade. I've just had it polished. Come here and see what's in my can of whoop-ass. Damn, I'm too good. Take that, you whelp. Oh, thank you for making that so easy. I almost broke a sweat.
Alright, so there's a sample of some of the many lines that we've recorded. Alright, so let's get our blacksmith up and running. What I want to do is I want to see the goblins invade. That's really what... let's fully train them. Because that's one of the things that I want to test. So while they are at work with that... I will go ahead and fire up Photoshop so I can show you some of the new portraits. Okay, I'm just going to swap across into Photoshop to show you these portraits. See that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 done. So the originally who was in so far was the advisor. We've got Mossclaw. We've got Mordric, who is the leader of the Withering Dead. We've got Ser Gregory. We have got Willow. Actually, I think there's one more that's missing from here, which is Nara. And we've got Lilith, who is the Necromancer. So they are coming along nicely. Now, for the villagers, we're taking a slightly different approach in that we're going to do a bald sort of base character, and then we're going to try and look at putting the facial hair and the hair color on, and being able to tint that so we can actually represent the character rather than having a lower quality 3D visual. You actually want to be able to show a nice hand-drawn one. Jumping back to the game.
Villagers are in need of vegetables.
Oh dear. Right, vegetables, eh?
There aren't enough iron ingots to do that.
Why not? There's loads of iron. Ah, what are they doing there? What's going on there? This might well be a bug, because let me just watch this. Because they seem to be. Oh no, okay. They're transporting it from the blacksmith. Let's have a look. Right, so they're transporting it from the blacksmith to the supply wagon. Which is what we want for finished goods. I'm not sure we necessarily want it for Alright. We'll see. How much is in there? Doesn't seem right, that. It should be on top. It might. I don't really know what's going on there. I think that looks like a bug to me. Because it's not going up, is it? Why are they in a constant stream like that? Right, so that is a bug. I don't know if we're going to be able to continue from that.
Make your mind up. Heading there now.
All right, my love.
Okay, alright, so it looks like we've got a
Whatever
bug
you say.
there. So we might have to cheat with the resources. As I say, it is an internal dev build this, so bugs are to be expected. So let's go ahead now and get farming up and running. And the tooltip might not update until you reopen the dialogue. No, it just says 18 all the time. That's alright, it's, you know, it's nothing I can't recover from.
Ready for duty.
So Ser Gregory should also be treated like a military unit. Because you won't have all the eating animations and things like that.
By your leave.
Oh,
Mine is to
right.
obey.
Actually, let's
All
pull
right,
them
dear.
back.
As you
Right, so some of the
command.
things you'll also notice
Orders
about
received.
Ser Gregory is that we've put in
Double time.
some of the special effects like the swipes and the see there's a swipe there. I don't know if this
A building has
weapon
been
trails.
constructed.
And we've also put in impact effects as well.
At your command.
Yep.
Okay,
At the ready.
so that was 2. That was a tester. So let's go ahead and see if we can get some military on the go. Put that out of the way.
Construction completed.
Yeah, so swipes and impact. So let's put one of these down as a carrot. Well, they're not going to be much use, so let's actually demote them. Get a farmer on the go. So those portraits, for example, we'll also use in the workers tabs. Which reminds us we probably need
Farming work to be done.
a masked shader, radial shader. so I can supply the portraits as square.
Building completed.
I think they are square, actually, anyway. Yes, they are square. Sorry, I'm thinking about this one. Alright, so the goblin attacks are going to become increasingly intense.
A building has been
Waiting
constructed.
your
I
command.
wonder if we can take Ser Gregory in.
Quick march. Iron skin. 'Tis an honor.
So we've also implemented a queue.
Shield bash. Power slam.
Actually, it's not working quite on this, but
Arm yourself.
so now what if I tell him to like do this
Power
move
slam.
and then move over here? He'll finish his move and then he'll run over here.
As you wish.
So there's various things not playing at the moment. So there's like the swoosh
Construction
whoosh
complete.
sounds aren't playing. His footsteps aren't playing. So yeah, there's all sorts of things that
Onward.
need to be added in until he starts to feel like
My
a
Building
lord.
completed.
true
At
control
once.
hero. Right, let's get some more cottages on the go. I probably don't need to worry about destroying trees. Oh, right. Let's get another one as well. Put it right next to the barracks. Okay.
Move along. We shall engage. Iron skin. Shield bash.
A building has been constructed.
I think we do have the animations as well for for stunned wolves and things like that. So they are just waiting to be put in as well.
With honor. Tally ho. By your leave.
Let's bring him back. Has he leveled yet? He has. Let's give him some more. Give him more health.
Construction completed. Our village has attracted new settlers.
Good. Give me a military.
Okay.
By your leave. Mine is to obey. Heading out. Ready to serve. Double time.
You call.
There. And put Ser Gregory on the bridge.
Mine is to obey.
Alright, so we should be alright for a bit. Carrot field. Let's get another carrot
Settlers
field.
have arrived looking for a fresh start.
Alright, so what else? So we're seed auto planting. So let's see how they're doing on that. How many seeds have I got? I've got lots. There's the woodcutter's hut.
All right, my love.
There are more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we're not far off the conditions to start planting, I think.
Building completed. New settlers have arrived.
That's a
How can I
carrot
help?
field.
New villagers have arrived.
Alright, I'm not sure I've got enough to feed them, have I really? Let's have a look at the... So we've removed the duplicate vegetables slider as well. Let's get a hunter. Alright, so a little bit of an update on voice acting. We have now cast all of the male villager roles. We were
A building has
auditioning
been constructed.
for the female roles at the same time, but we haven't had enough auditions submitted for that to find everybody that we want. So we've reopened that, and that is ongoing at the moment. So if you are a female voice actor watching this, then please pop along to the Voice Acting Alliance website and take a look
Something to do? Yes, Petal.
on there. Let's get some hunters. Ah, good. All right. So apparently the fix was pushed an hour ago to make sure that the need for entertainment, warmth, clothing, etc. is enabled when the culture goes above a limit or the relevant building is built. So that was part of the problem that we were having with the tavern and the monastery and production of mead. So there's a little bit of rebalancing in terms of production figures needs putting in, but there was also an issue in that even if you built a tavern, nobody would visit that until the culture score got beyond a certain point. So that prevented the economy from chain functioning as well. But that should all be fixed for the next patch at the end of the month. Okay. Let me think what I want to do next. Could do the butcher. Oh, I know what we haven't got. We haven't got like bakery and things like that, have we? Can I squeeze that in there? I don't think I can. There we go. Put that there. And what about the butchery? Let's put that up by hunting lodge. Alright.
Construction completed.
All right, my love.
Alright, have we got any... Oh, I've got loads of flour. Flour is not an issue.
What now?
So let's get 2 bakers on the job. Now, one thing, it was mentioned in the forum actually this
Building
week
completed.
that if you actually look at a building, while this is per work cycle, a community member raised an interesting question about whether or not the rate of conversion should increase with additional workers, which was an interesting question and one that we're going to discuss internally. Anyway, that is churning out bread. We're probably going to face the need for clothing. So... no, not herbalist then. What am I thinking of? Weaver's hut. Let's go ahead and squeeze that in here then. And because it's a weaver's hut, we're going to need 2 cotton fields. Ah, right, apparently the rate of conversion is increasing with additional workers.
A building has been constructed. Construction completed.
That's Ser Gregory.
Your orders. Nothing to see.
Alright, Ser Gregory. Just be ready for
As
those
you
goblins.
command.
Building completed.
Yeah, so Ser Gregory should be a military unit. He shouldn't just go wandering around like that. Yeah, it's the rate of conversion. Just have one butcher. Okay, so in terms of other heroes as well, so obviously we're working on Ser Gregory now. With Ser Gregory being the first, there's also a lot of core code that needs to be written. So things like the queuing system for the command queue, the what's it called? The trail, the weapon trail code to produce that. All of the special abilities code. To hook all that together. So once that's done, it's obviously quicker to add in additional heroes. So we've got quite a few heroes waiting now to be put in the game, including Willow, who's the healer, Lilith, who's the necromancer. We also have Quicksilver, who's the goblin thief. We have the Borgle, the Toadkin ranger. And Faye Vodra, who is the Glacian Ice Mage, she's just about to go into animation, actually. Now, we need to do all the special effects for those as well. But the most time-consuming thing is the production of the character and the animation of it. So hopefully we should start to see, start to move towards getting a party of adventurers together in the coming patches. Blacksmith, let's go ahead and train. Alright, so I'm really just waiting for the goblins to attack at this point. And also I want to see... I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4... Alright, there's still more than 5 trees around, so they... Let's keep an eye on them, actually.
Yes, my dear?
I guess he's carrying the planks to the supply wing. Oh, folks, there's shared access to global inventory in yet. I haven't spotted it in the commit list, so I'm assuming not. No, okay. Oh, let's set these to cotton. And let's get a weaver. And let's build another cottage. And let's get a tailor.
Ready to serve.
Oh, Ser Gregory, stop wandering around.
Orders received. Double time.
So we've got, yeah, we should be able to get his portrait in soon as well, and other characters as well. It will take a while because obviously they need to be all painted. So I think it'll be a rolling process of rolling those out. Let's keep keep an eye on.
How can I help?
Yep. Y'all want something? What's up, Slick?
Keep an eye on what they're doing, and hopefully we'll get to see them planting. We're certainly not run out of wood anyway, so I have
A building has been constructed.
I suspect that they have been planting.
Howdy.
How many trees have we got nearby? Quite a few. Quite a few, actually. With the cavalry unit incoming, have you thought about stables raising
Our village
horses
has attracted new settlers.
that eat vegetables and stuff? Not thought about raising horses at the moment. Check your inventory for seeds. Yeah, we've got plenty of seeds. Are the plantings animated? Yes, they are. Let's just check that they're getting enough.
Something to
Settlers have arrived looking for a fresh start.
Let's have another. Let's ramp it up.
Give me something to chop.
Okay, he's going to buy bread.
do? Yes, Petal.
Chopping. Aha. Alright, so we have a sapling, so we should get a new tree there. So yeah, the wood crisis is hopefully solved.
What would you have me do? Quick march!
I think we can probably go and attack.
'Tis an honor.
Actually, no, we wanted to see them attack us, didn't we, and wander around.
Someone has become sick.
Move along. Quick march.
Let's move them out of the way.
dear.
So I want to make sure that... So if you remember, when the goblins attacked before, they'd end up running between like two buildings, and they run all over this way, and then they stop, and then they run all over this way, and they stop, and they run all over this way. So they'd never actually end up attacking a building, so that is meant to be fixed now. So it's what I want to be testing now. But I have a feeling... we're waiting on a timer. Seems to be waiting for us to kill an axe warrior.
'Tis an honor.
He never seemed to actually come...
Onward!
Oh, I might have to check this.
For honor.
Standing ready! At once! They shall not You couldn't hit me even if I stood Power still. Slam! Iron Skin! Power Slam!
Oops. Alright, so... he took care of that. Ser Gregory, stop going to eat.
With honor. Ready for battle!
Hopefully he won't leave.
As you wish.
Right away.
Away I go. Move out.
Standing firm. Your wish. Tally-ho! Iron Skin!
Forward. At once.
By your leave.
By your leave.
Iron Skin.
Okay. You can outrun me!
Iron Skin! Power Slam! Shield Bash!
Oh, seems a bit far out of the way to...
Power Slam! And so to battle! Shield Bash! Power Slam!
I'm having to cheat a little bit here because
Power
this is a bit nuts.
Slam! Shield Bash! Who wants Power Shield Bash? Iron Skin! Power Slam! Come to Daddy!
Oh. So I'm not sure whether the scripting is working properly or
New
not.
settlers have arrived.
Because I should have been attacked by then. Not to worry. Alright. There are... Look in the chat. That node was checking if you had killed greater than 1 X-Gross, not greater than 0. Yeah, but I think I'd set it to actually spawn 2. So I just need to check it. Check
New
what I set it
villagers
up
have
to do.
arrived.
Alright, not a problem. We've got other stuff to be sharing with you guys. So let's...
Our village is under attack.
Oh, now it's under attack. Alright, that's fair enough. Let's see what they do then. Why is he
Villagers
standing-
are
why is
in
he standing
need
there
of
with it on his
basic
back?
clothing.
His weapon's on his back. Mm-hmm. Oh, it was in his hands that time.
Our village has attracted
Yeah, I've
new
noticed
settlers.
this going into like the wrong. Ah, okay, right, here we go. Now it's triggered. So the delay's started.
Settlers have arrived looking for a fresh start.
Oh, what was that loot item? Goblin War Axe, for some reason, is missing its icon. All sorts of little glitches that you see in dev builds. So build a barracks, train forces and defeat the Goblin invasion. Alright, let's... Let's have a look. I don't think I'm able to. No, I can only change that value there. Alright, so what have we got? Quite a long time to wait, 7 odd minutes. So while that's going on, let's jump out and look at something else. So, some news. Following the... Now, when was it? Start of May sale. So as I said, the reason for that was to hopefully fund an additional programmer. So we've been talking to a programmer who has been working on a project using Folktale to introduce or to build a tool for random terrain generation. So those of you that have tried the editor at the moment will know that it's quite time consuming to generate terrain. So let's just pull this up. I'll show you this. Alright, so what we actually have is, this is a prototype that he's been working on. He will be joining the team, hopefully, next week. And if I show you what this does, and then you'll get an understanding of what it's capable of, and then I'll go through what he's going to be tasked with. So, in terms of the map type, we can say that we want this to be a crater. These are fixed. You can only go smaller than that. The height is fine. The probability, let's add in 25% chance of that. Let's say the sea level is at 2 and we want 10 rivers. Now if I go to generate map, I'll just step into this, I'll have to show you. We can actually look at each stage of what it's doing. So the first thing that it does, and it's in this mode it's a bit slow, but it takes about 5 seconds when you're skipping all of this. So this is just in terms of visualizing what it's doing. So right now it's using the settings that we chose in the dialogue, and it's creating a height map. As I say, it'll take quite a while. I will skip some of this. And what it does then is so this is just creating a simple height map, and then it needs to go through and remove steps that are pieces that are too small. So yeah, we see removing objects that are too small. So it understands how the tiles work and what the limitations of the tile set currently are, and then it goes through and optimizes the height map to work around those limitations. So it does this for a bit, and then we can go ahead and I think can we skip that bit? All right, I can't show it. Anyway, it keeps going, and then it ultimately ends up with something like this. And then it's actually created all of well, it's only 2 files it needs to change, but it's created the world objects file, and I think, is it the paint manager? I think that's the other one. So it actually generates those files, and I can then zip these up into a map, which I've done, and I'll be able to just open them up in the editor. Let's just check in how we're doing on the timer. Alright, so not too long to wait. About 5 minutes. So the plan is to actually be able to integrate this into the editor, so that you can just hit a randomized terrain button, and that will well, actually no, it would be more of a dialogue, because you need to be able to set parameters and stuff, and then you would actually be able to generate outdoor locations using it. Now another thing, once that's integrated, so all of that code already exists because that's what's driving this prototype, we're also looking at adding in or should I say evaluating control points, which I really need to swap into the editor to show you this bit now. And I want to wait because I want to actually test. How are we doing? How's the timer going? A little bit longer.
Yep.
Let's see how the wood situation's going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so there's still wood. Definitely not a problem. Oh, God. Watching at super duper speed. No, that was my reaction, Stonewood, when I thought that.
Our town is under attack. New settlers have arrived.
Right, 50 seconds. So let's keep an eye on that. Excuse me. So they should spawn from somewhere around here. Alright, 7 seconds to go. Alright, so here we are. So here's our next little raiding party. 1 archer, 2 axe warriors, and a berserker by the looks of it.
They're attacking our buildings.
Yep.
Interesting that he stopped there. Why does he stop? Something to do with ranged combat. Oh, we've also taken out the experimental anti-kiting code as well. Right, so they are
New villagers have arrived.
engaging in combat. So they are prioritising villagers, it would seem.
A building has been destroyed.
Oh, I guess the archer took that out.
Our village has attracted new settlers.
So they're not running around, which is a good thing, and they seem to be being reasonably sensible. They're targeting enemy.
We've lost a building.
Enemy characters within their proximity, and if there are no characters, they seem to be attacking buildings, which is great.
One of our buildings has crumbled. Settlers have arrived looking for a fresh start.
A building has been destroyed.
That's still an old voice sample, isn't it? Alright, so that's that goblin taken care of.
Yep.
Alright, so we just have the archer left. Now let's see what
New settlers have arrived.
He's actually attacking this. But they're repairing it faster than he's attacking it. Let's see what... Alright, so let's go to timescale 2. That's just going to keep going on, so let's take care of this guy. So
New villagers have
over
arrived.
here,
Never done.
really, he should probably prioritise, shouldn't he?
On my way.
And switch targets.
Ta-ta.
So he did change targets then when they attacked him. That's quite funny seeing it 2 times
Our
speed.
village has attracted new settlers.
What now?
That was an instant kill. Is that instant kill bug?
All right, my love.
Settlers have arrived looking for a fresh start.
Okay. Let's go super speed.
New settlers have arrived. New villagers have arrived.
So less than about 40 seconds left.
Our village has attracted new settlers.
No, it's way more than that. Stratego MG. It's basically one shot removes all of the health. Alright, so about 25 seconds to go. Okay, that's one.
Don't let our buildings fall.
They might not have much choice with this money.
We've lost a building.
Oh, there's definitely some old samples playing. No, I mean, it definitely feels like an invasion, so I'm liking that so far. It's definitely a vast improvement over what happened before. Actually, they're doing all right. I mean, they are fending for themselves pretty well. I'm just interested to see what happens with this bow. You see, they are going. They can't get close to them, of course, because it's instant kill. But
Settlers have arrived looking for a fresh start.
All right, dear.
I got my axe. I'm on it.
all right, let's see if we can get near them.
I'm gonna cut you down to size, boy. You sure got a purty mouth on you.
I don't know why he's walking off.
I can do
He
that.
should be fighting.
Boy, you best not be messing with me.
Alright, so let's just see if there are any more gobbos on the way. No? Alright,
New
well, I'm pretty
settlers
happy with
have
that.
arrived.
So let's jump into the editor now. And have a look at some of the terrain that this tool. So this tool here. This one. That's created. So if we go, actually, is it in here? Just bear with me. Let me copy some across. There we go. Alright, so now it all gets generated as mud, so it may be that okay, this one. This is how it comes in. Let's just change the environment. Alright. So you can see we've got rivers in there, we've got waterfalls in there. Comes down from here. So the idea will be that you can basically keep randomizing the terrain until you find something as a base that you like. You will, I mean, you'll have to go in and obviously paint it. So, you know, if you want a snow zone, you can go in and paint snow or, you know, grass or whatever you want. But it will save you from cutting out large areas of terrain. I mean, you'll want to go, it's still not perfect and needs some work. So, you know, like building in straight lines needs to avoid that. But it's a good start. Will weather be put on a cycle? Possibly. It's obviously not a priority at the moment. Let's have another look at another one. So, yeah, it could potentially save a lot of time. Try and find an area of interest. Oh, it doesn't appear I've got many rivers on this. So yeah, we'd have basically a button that would give you the dialogue where you enter the parameters and you can randomize it, and it would change all of the tiles, terrain tiles for you. And there we go, we've got some like a waterfall feature there. The next, beyond that task, the next, let me grab, oops. Okay, let me grab this one and then find somewhere suitable to do this. Alright, let's do it here. So the next thing we're talking about doing is having control points. So in the corner of each tile you could potentially enable a mode that would enable you to raise and lower a vertex, so a corner point. So if I was to click on this control point, which imagine like a yellow dot, and then it would have an up arrow and a down arrow. If I was to click up, then what actually would happen is these 4 tiles would end up looking something like that, because I would have raised that center point. And then if I moved it back down again, it would go to straight. Now if I raised it up again, so that's a quarter. Let me have a look if that's what that is. Half. Right, okay. So if I raised it up again, then the system would be smart enough to know that it needs to use a half. Now, it probably wouldn't do cliff, it would probably use the half hill, but I'll give you an idea of what it could do. So it might do something like that. And then if I raised it again, then it would go to a full one. And if I raised it again, then it would have to be smart enough to actually do the tiles around it. So, but that could be quite interesting, because that essentially allows us to do a form of terrain sculpting using the existing tile set. So that's what Alan will be working on over the summer, because that's going to enable us to make maps a lot more quickly. And it enable, you know, it frees up the time to be able to spend it doing more interesting things like scripting and adding in detail. Now, the prototype needs to evolve, so it'll add trees and things like that. But yeah, that should be fairly interesting. And it means that we can move the editor forward at the same time. So that's that news. Let's see. Let's see what other voice files that we've got. I guess actually I won't show those. I'll wait until we've actually recorded them. So, well, that's a pretty good place to wrap things up. So, as I say, we're pretty busy working on heroes at the moment, and all of the mechanics to support heroes, while going through all the bugs that we've got logged on the system as well, and of course additions to the to Workbench, so the various nodes that we need to be able to actually properly deliver questing, so things like quest rewards and being able to set a monster to neutral so that they can deliver some dialogue, and then you can switch them to be an enemy so that they can then fight. So yeah, it's one of those fortnights that's really sort of, there's so much going on, and it's only just starting to come together. So it's you know, we've showed you some of the things in game now, but there's more coming into the game. So you know, in next week's streams, we'll hopefully got even more to share with you. So that's a good point to wrap up the stream on. We'll do a short one this week. I just wanted to let you guys know what we have been working on. For those that are interested, I also did an interview, and the link is posted in the forum. So if I go on there now, I'll just mention about that. Here we go, live producer interview. So this is worth a watch. It's really about a bit more about like the team and trends in the industry and things like that. So it's not so much about the game itself. So it's different content, if you like. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, I'll just fast forward. Yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. All right. So if you're new to the stream, then please do consider following us by clicking the purple heart below the video. And that way you'll get an email from Twitch when we are streaming next week as a reminder. Yeah, and otherwise, thanks for joining us. Have a great week, and we will, of course, be available in the forums daily. So thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.